In the past year, we have all seen the cost of living increase. From gas prices, home values, rents, utilities, there is no doubt that the cost of living is rising nationwide. So if you're thinking of relocating to Sarasota or just Florida in general in the next few months, what can you expect moving into 2022? Well, today I am breaking this down, and you have to stick around to the end because there are a few things in Florida that are definitely cheaper that you'll want to hear about. Hi everyone, I am Lisa McBride with Keller Williams Realty Select in Sarasota and Lakewood Ranch. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I share information all about living in the Sarasota and surrounding areas. And if you're one of my returning viewers, thank you so much for your continued support. It really is appreciated. As always though, don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell button so you're notified when I post new videos, and leave comments below. Now let's talk about the cost. This is a big topic on everyone's mind. Not to mention, it is a huge factor when determining if moving to the Sunshine State is really right for you. As everyone knows, Florida does not have state income tax, which is a huge draw and for many seems like a large windfall. However, is the day-to-day cost higher or lower? And of course, this does depend a little bit on where you're moving from. Let's dive right into housing costs. For most of us, our homes are the largest cost, our largest investment, our largest factor in considering our budget. And since the pandemic began, housing values have definitely skyrocketed nationwide, and Sarasota is no exception to that. Long gone are the days of a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home with a pool for under $350,000. In the past 12 months, home values in our area have increased by 32%. This is significant, and so far we're not really seeing any strong corrections. Builders are still not able to keep up with demand, and although lumber costs are decreasing, the lack of labor force and staffing and high demand have not brought any of the new home construction prices down. Many of the new home communities are still on waiting lists. And if you want to build a home in 2022, well, be prepared, because even a 3-bedroom starter home is well over $400,000. Villas and townhomes are very popular, a little bit smaller, and you would think a little bit more affordable. However, for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath townhome or villa, the prices are going to start around $425,000, and they can quickly get into that $700,000 price point. An average price point for single family, well, conservatively, it begins around $500,000, but quickly you can get into the $800,000 price point. And subdivisions that were once sought after for beautiful homes at reasonable prices, these homes have crept close to $1 million marks throughout Sarasota and Lakewood Ranch. When considering new construction, be sure to give me a call. I've discovered a lot about the builders, what they offer, what they're telling us, and when they think they might have more inventory. Will bidding wars continue? Do they need large deposits? There's so much to consider with new construction, so be sure to reach out if I can be of help. But what if you're not looking to build? Well, the average price of a single family home in Sarasota and Manatee counties is currently just over $500,000. And for $500,000, you can expect to get maybe an 1,800 square foot home, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, large lanai. However, you want a home that includes a pool? Well, you better be ready to jump on it immediately. Expect to be in a bidding war situation and for the values to definitely be a little higher. Pool homes are really hard to find in Sarasota currently. But what if you want to rent before you buy? Well, rents have skyrocketed as well. Actually, when I see what is being charged, I'm so surprised. The average, let's say 2-bedroom, 2-bath apartment exceeds $1,500 a month. You can't find a single family home, even a 2-bedroom, 1-bath that is under $2,000 a month. And if you're looking for a condo downtown or on the beach, expect to pay between $3,000 and $5,000 a month. And that is not in season, that's just annually now. So if the housing costs have not surprised you, be sure to consider what is currently going on in the cost of insuring the home. Homeowners insurance has risen by almost 25% in the past 12 months. Much of this is due to fraudulent claims, scam artists, catastrophic storms that are now costing insurance companies billions of dollars. And keep in mind, if you're paying into an HOA that pays your building insurance, your HOA fees are definitely going to be rising because they're going to just pass those costs on to you. I'm not putting any of this information out to scare you, but to prepare you, because I'm not a fan of like these opening prices and things like that you see. Also, one thing to note on homeowners insurance, I have recently been told that if your roof is over 15 years old, even if it's in great shape and you have a 25-year-old shingle, lots of insurance companies will not insure that roof. And so therefore they are making you replace a 15-year-old roof that's in great condition just to insure the property, which is another huge cost that you need to be aware of. Okay, moving on from housing, which has scared us all, let's move on to our gas prices. Gas prices currently stand at $3.20 for unleaded, and of course that fluctuates. Food prices compared to early to mid 2000s, well, you're now paying 18% more for seafood. There is a 7.5% increase for fruit, a 5% increase for meat, 3% for vegetables, and the cost just keeps growing. Utility cost in 2022? Well, Florida Power and Light is pushing to raise electricity bills over the next 4 years. And if the move is approved by state regulators, the average user will start noticing their monthly bills increase by about $9 a month. And that will start in January of 2022. If you're a natural gas user, you can expect the monthly bill to be up about $4 a month over the next 12 months. Let's talk a little about healthcare. Well, healthcare costs have risen by over 60% in the last decade, and Florida is home to some of the highest healthcare costs in the nation. So healthcare costs obviously are high everywhere, but it is something to really consider when you're moving to the area. And that car that you own? Well, car insurance in Florida is some of the highest in the nation. Florida drivers pay an average of $2,364 per year for full coverage and a little over $1,000 per year for minimum coverage. And the reason that our car insurance is so high is Florida has nearly 15.5 million licensed drivers, and also we have so many tourists that are on the roadways year-round. So is moving to Florida actually saving you money, or are you spending a little bit more? I always encourage my clients to discuss this move with your financial planner or an accountant, because sometimes moving to the Sunshine State definitely is money saving, but our month-to-month expenses go up a little bit. So you have to weigh out the pros and cons. Remember, it's not just about the state income tax, it's about the monthly living expenses. When setting your monthly budget, don't forget about dining and entertainment, lawn care, grooming, things like that, which can add another $100 to $300 easily every month. Okay, now that I've talked all about the rising cost and how much more it's going to cost in 2022, what about a few things that are cheaper in Florida? Well, one thing that is definitely cheaper that I noticed is when you register and license your car in Florida, it's much less expensive than other states. It's about $420 to register your car and then $45 a year after that. Being surrounded by water, national parks, and an endless amount of outdoor activities, it's easy to keep busy and entertained without breaking the bank. Also, many of our museums have free admission on Mondays. And if you're a Florida resident, Disney World offers discounts. So if you're a Disney fan and you thought it was getting a little bit pricey,